It's your boy Jay Shin, and when I'm chilling, y'all already know I'm locked in with cocktails and cigars. And y'all already know I'm kicking it with my homie, G Money and Doc Holiday. Y'all keep it locked. Peace.
No, ladies and gentlemen, you've seen him, or may have seen him, or may have heard of him, but he's blessed us with one of the most magnificent female vocalists of all time. He's the father of Rico Barrino, father of Fantasia Barrino. It's my main man, Joe Barrino. Welcome to the Cocktail
Barrino, Joe Barrino.
What's up? What's up? What's up?
What's going on, Joe? What it is? What it do?
Hey, look, man. I gotta keep it real with y'all, right?
Keep it real. Keep it
okay,
real.
Now I love what y'all do. See now, but I don't have my cigar, but I'm gonna play like I got it, right? And then I got my J too. I got my
Hey, man.
Hey, Joe. Sound with a voice like that, you don't need no cigar, or you don't need no cocktail. Okay.
Joe,
but hey, Joe, I ain't gonna pick at you because hey, man, it's all love.
Hey, man, that's a money making voice, man. What you talking about?
Really?
That's that quiet storm, man. Quiet storm all day. Matter of fact, Joe,
I know he probably lost his voice. He had to lose his voice making a documentary or something. He had to lose his voice making a documentary. You know what I'm saying? I can only say he lost his voice making a documentary or something. Or making a movie.
But whatever you do, Joe, don't get your voice back, man. I'm gonna have my people get with your people, and we're gonna get this little radio thing together over that midnight quiet storm stuff.
Midnight quiet storm.
We're gonna look into that later on down the road after you get through with all your big stuff, you know.
Is that and Joe, always remember what you want to say. Everybody's life is a movie. Everybody's life is a movie. You know what I'm saying? If you really sit a person down, I mean, ain't no such thing as John Doe made the movie. You know what I'm saying? And right. it was more spectacular than the other one. It's just John Doe met the right people to put out his movie, but everybody's life is a movie.
Absolutely.
So, you know what I'm saying? On Cocktails and Cigars, man, everybody's life is a movie. I made a movie as well called Barbers and Stylists about my homeboy getting killed in the barbershop, but it ain't even about me today. It's about you today, Joe. You know what I'm saying?
G, cash apples for that plug right there. Just
okay.
What?
Hey, so cash out myself, huh?
and me.
Okay. And send you half for the cash out. Okay, all right. If that's how it need to be did, then all right.
Hey, but Joe, man, as you can see, man, we like to have fun. We like to have good energy, man. So, I mean, how's your weekend going, man?
It's beautiful, man. Even though it's cloudy, like I said earlier, my voice is cloudy, a chance of rain. But we gonna get through it. You know what I mean? We gonna get through it.
All right, man. Hey, for the viewers out there, why don't you go ahead? I know I kind of said a little something about who you are, the person you are, but go ahead and give them a little rundown on who you are, your background, and just tell them a little bit about yourself so we get into it.
You want the real story of who I am.
Yeah,
not the fiction one, right?
Now the real Joe Barrino. We want the real Joe Barrino. Give us the real story. Your take.
I am Joe Barrino. I'm the father of 6 kids, and all of them are very, very talented. Every kid is very talented. 3 of them decide to step out and do music, which they come from my background. My father was a singer back in the quartet. Doo-wop days.
Yeah.
I had brothers. My older brothers come from a subsidiary of Motown back in the late 60s, early 70s. Invictus Records, they were the Barrino brothers. You get a chance, go online, look them up. So I am also the uncle of Casey and Jojo. So the
Casey and
music,
JoJo?
absolutely.
Okay.
So the music is just, on and on, man.
Okay, now, KC and JoJo, those are your nephews, or those are your brother kids, or your sister kids?
My brothers.
Okay, your brother's kid. Okay, so it's just music. Music is flowing everywhere in that
All
family.
over the place, man.
All over the place.
Then their brothers are talented, and so it's just all over the place.
Okay. So the documentary of the documentary that came out on Fantasia. How involved were you with that? Were you involved with that process?
Now, which one are you talking about? I know she did a couple of them.
The the one that was on Lifetime, the one they premiered on Lifetime.
I think that I think
fairy
that's
tale.
the first one, I believe, right?
Right.
Yeah, I did a little bit, but I think they, kind of edited me out a little bit.
Okay, so you didn't get the whole part coming from your side. Okay, now come putting together like the family, because it was a family group, right? You put together her and her two brothers,
right,
and
her mother,
and her mother, and yourself, right? You were playing, you were playing the bass or the lead guitar.
Bass guitar,
bass guitar. So who was doing the writing and the musical production side of that?
The writing, my first wife, their mother, we collabed. She would write a title, and then she would make up what you say. I would think the hook. Then I would go in and I would write the verses. And so we kind of teamed together and come together with I was basically on both albums. We did 2 albums together.
2 albums, okay. How long? So what time span how long did that last? From what age of the kids did that last? Did it last for 2 years, 5 years, 3 years?
Well, the first album that Fantasia was involved in, she was 8 years old. She was 8. She started leading at 8 years old, which her mom was the original lead singer.
Okay.
And so it went from that to the second album that was done in 1999. She was 14.
Oh, okay.
So that was the last album that we done together.
Oh, okay. Okay, great. And that was independently produced. Like you pushed that independently as a family label.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, I did it up until, to be honest with you, I couldn't push no more, so I had to go in and we signed with First Light Records.
First Light
Records, and they kind of pushed it from there.
And that was the second project or both projects?
That was the second one. The first one was kind of we done it just to kind of get off the ground, see how far it would go, and what we really had.
Okay.
And then after some years went by, then we did another project.
Okay. So go ahead, G. You got something?
I mean, Joe, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, I had to go out the stream because, you know what I'm saying, I had some kids at my door, you know what I'm saying, they beating on my door, and talking about Italian ice and all kind of stuff like that. But anyway, like I said,
he the ice cream man too, Joe.
But Joe, I mean, what I'm saying, so as a question, because I had to push off one of my neighbors because, I said, hey, I got Joe Barrino, you know what I'm saying? And, that's Fantasia. He wasn't in her life, and I said, hey, get away from my door, you know what I'm saying? So, but, okay, so you was actually in her life.
All her life.
Right, okay, yeah, because and that's what I said. I say, hey, watch the show. Don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm not Joe Barrino. So, I mean, watch the show. So she went back home. She's got it on a big screen, so she's watching it. So to my neighbor, Joe, would you clear that up? Because she come to me and and I'm like, hey man, I'm not Joe. I'm doing an interview with Joe. So I mean, you was in her life.
Right. Let me say this right here. Neighbor, if you're listening, only thing I ask you to do is don't believe everything you read. I was
Right,
in
right.
Fantasia's life from a baby all the way until she went to the idols. So
Okay.
not
And Joe, you don't necessarily have to explain that, but
I know.
I do this here. I salute to you for that because you know what I'm saying. I mean, it's the same as my kids. You could do all you can, and then they turn around and like hey,
Oh yeah.
you didn't do this. Hey, what I'm saying. I'm current on my child support bills. I mean, so, but I mean, but but I mean, so I mean, you could do all you can, and you still gonna be labeled as, that no good daddy of yours.
Yeah.
I mean, so I mean, but like I said, that's why I say I salute to you because and neighbor, if you are watching, don't come back over to my house.
Hey,
Don't come back over my house with that bullshit.
hey, G Money.
Yeah.
G Money. I like what you just done, man. Because I think those social workers I just heard you say about you not late.
Hey, Joe, and I may need to back that up because they ain't giving me my stimulus check because of this bullshit. They ain't giving my they keep saying, nigga, you got 2 or 3 podcasts and this here and you keep hollering about you picking up the garbage, but they say you driving the garbage truck.
Oh,
Hey, yeah, man, that's crazy, man. This guy here, he's hilarious, Joe. You gotta watch him, Joe. This
Joe,
guy,
hey, man.
I'm
yeah,
on my
you
cigar.
gotta watch him. You
I'm,
gotta
I'm,
watch him.
on,
I
I'm
love this
on.
show,
Hey,
man.
but
I'm loving this show, man.
Right,
but
right, Joe. And I like how you kind of explained it because, like I said, I mean, a lot of people, even when whether your kids gain the success or you gain the success, you know what I'm saying? Because it just who God chose. You know what I'm saying? It's just who God chose. And sometimes we all gonna applaud our kids if they get there before us. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And we're gonna
yeah,
respect them as but nothing changes as far as you being her daddy. You know what I'm saying? Nothing changes. That doesn't change it. That's facts.
yeah,
That's facts. So so
yeah,
so that's what I try to tell my kids. Always, what I'm saying? I always respected my parents because,
yeah,
like I said, what I'm saying? You have to respect your parents, period. There's
right.
plenty of times I wanted to backhand my mama, but I couldn't. You know what I'm saying? I couldn't because
Right.
that's my mama. I love her. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I had to learn to keep the respect. You have
Right.
to keep the respect first.
Yeah.
Shouts out to you and like I said, man,
Hey,
because
man.
you being the father.
Hey, let's make
You
some noise for Joe Barrino, man. Come on,
Joe
let's give it up.
Barrino, Joe Barrino.
Hey,
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 I
you
got
gotta,
one thing I just want to share while I'm here to your audience, your listening audience, man. Um, we we have a tendency of we fall in love with the gift
right.
that the artists have,
Hmm.
and then we love them so much,
Uh-huh.
and we
Hmm.
feel that they can do no wrong.
Right. Hmm.
Amen, brother. You
You
Hey,
bought
saying
man.
you
something?
know you
Well, you
bought a
start
lot of
you.
albums and you did this and oh you just love it. Now listen, my daughter has a gift from God,
Yes. Yes, she does.
but just what I asked the listening audience not to do is not to praise the audience, the artist,
Hmm.
Right.
because the artist is just like us.
Yeah. We are human.
We are of human error,
Mm-hmm.
and they make mistakes. So don't think they don't make mistakes. Not only that, they're dealing with Hollywood.
Mm.
So that means that you might get a certain story, but the story might not be what they told them.
Mm-hmm.
It might
Wow.
come out something
Hollywood,
different.
Hollywood paint the way they wanted to go.
They want to paint it, and
They want,
you know,
yes.
Mm.
for a long time I went around, and people, they hear my name, they say, "Wow, Mr. Marino, Mr. Marino, so you're the one that did this and did that." Listen, I want to let the viewers know before any of American Idol, me and my daughter had not one problem,
Mm.
Mm.
not
Yeah.
one, not one. So I just want to, the hype that goes along with this. You
Mm-hmm.
can't believe the hype because you can
Yeah.
get off track. You can get off track.
Right.
And when
Yeah.
you say that, Joe, make sure you say neighbor. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because you know what I'm saying. I mean, this it goes to that other viewer that may be watching, and you know what I'm saying, and they just like my neighbor. So you know what I'm saying.
Absolutely.
So now when you address it, it's more or less neighbor. I'm gonna say neighbor because that person is my damn neighbor. And
Right.
they sent they badass kids over here to knock on my door by some damn nine laters. You know, I ain't you know,
Hey.
and Joe, what I like to tell them, I'm not the ice cream truck. I'm not riding around with a bell on my truck. You know, matter of fact, I got some shit on that truck that I'm like Big Worm to be honest.
He the big worm.
I'm like Big Worm to
He the
be
big.
honest. I mean, don't come
He the
up to
big
my truck.
worm of Central Florida, man. He the big worm of Central
Exactly.
Florida.
I
He-
joke sometimes. I tell him, I say, go in the house and get your mama and tell her, you know what I'm saying, I got what she need out here. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
hey,
But no,
but
man.
with that being said, Joe, I want to take it to another place real quick.
Okay.
The moment that Fantasia, your the moment that she won the American Idol, which was what 2004.
Hmm.
Just tell me what that feeling was like as a father. Like what was going on with you at that time, at that moment? How was you feeling? I mean, explain that to us.
Well, number one, um, a lot of people didn't know because of the way the story come out. I talked to her literally all the way through that until maybe in the last, well, to that time, I wasn't talking to her then, but right up to maybe a month before.
Hmm.
And
So hold on, wait a minute, wait a minute. So you saying when she first got into the Idol,
mhm,
you guys were good up to the month before she won?
yeah, she
Okay,
used my car.
okay.
Her brother Rico
Mm-hmm.
took her down in my car. So I don't know if you remember the part in the book where it said that uh, she got she got they shut it down because there was some confusion that come
Right.
about, and then a security guard had come and got her and took her back in.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I was on my way to Florida when she called me and she told me what had happened. And I told her, I said, well, listen, because believe it or not, I act up. We cut up this, that, and the other. But I'm a faith guy.
Right.
Wow.
I have
Right.
faith. Whatever I put my mind on, that's what it is. I don't change it. I lock in on faith. I
Right.
told her
Right.
these words right here. I said, whatever you do, give it 1 hour. Then go back to that door and try to get back in. And when she got back to the door, I don't know who it was, some security guard let her in, and she went straight to the top from there.
Oh man, that's
Wow,
crazy.
wow,
That's
Joe.
crazy.
But Joe, man, listen, man. Oh man, I'm liking the whole thing, man, Joe. Like I said, hey man, take you a 30 second. Take you a 30 second. Get your Grey Goose, because that was a Grey Goose bottle, right? I mean that you had, right?
That's
Get
aqua
right, right,
cream, aqua
right,
See,
Pina
right.
goose.
Get your Grey Goose. You know what I'm saying? Get your Grey Goose and fill up. We're finna take a 30 second, man,
hey,
because
Doc,
I do
Yes,
need
he
to
sir.
getting
fill
something
mine up.
started, man. He getting something started, Doc.
Hey, I
I
mean,
told you.
I,
I told you
I need to fill
this guy,
mine up, Joe, because I'm
this guy
liking
off
it.
the
You
chain guy.
you
Joe,
coming straight from the heart, man, and you kind of remind me
nigga, his
of
headband
you.
real tight. Joe, look at his headband.
Joe, you kind of remind me of me, man. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
They wrote that. Hey, they wrote that song on me. You know what I'm saying? Papa was a Rolling Stone now.
hey,
You know
Doc,
what I'm saying?
I'm gonna
All
smoke
he
some.
left was
I'm
his
gonna
hat
smoke
in
this
his
here
home.
marker, and it ain't even smoking, man.
Hey, Joe,
Hey, we'll
they
be
said
right back,
all
man.
he left was his hat in his
Come on.
home. Take a 30 second.